She laughs at your jokes before you finish telling them. She texts you the exact words you were thinking. She shows up at your door with ice cream on the day your world falls apart, even though you never told her anything was wrong. Most people call this coincidence, intuition, or just being a really good friend. But what if I told you that science, spirituality, and even quantum physics are beginning to prove that certain friendships operate on frequencies that transcend normal human connection? Paramhansa Yogananda spent decades studying the phenomenon of soul recognition and discovered that some relationships exist in what he called the eternal dimension. Connections that were established before birth, maintained between lifetimes, and designed to serve purposes far beyond companionship. Your closest female friend isn't just someone who gets you. She's operating as your spiritual co-pilot, your karmic completion partner, and your soul's chosen ally in this lifetime's most important growth assignments. The connection you share defies every logical explanation because it wasn't created by logic. It was forged in the realm where souls make agreements about how they'll support each other's evolution across time and space. For those who've experienced a friendship so deep it feels like destiny, boldly claim this recognition by typing "destiny" in the comments below. Traditional psychology explains close friendships through shared interests, compatible personalities, or similar life experiences. But Yogananda discovered something far more extraordinary through his research into consciousness and reincarnation. He documented that certain souls incarnate in clusters, choosing to reunite lifetime after lifetime to complete unfinished spiritual business, balance karmic debts, and accelerate each other's journey toward enlightenment. These aren't random friendships, they're cosmic collaborations. This revelation changes everything about how we understand our deepest connections. Your soul sister didn't randomly appear in your life. She was specifically assigned to your spiritual curriculum. The reason she understands you so completely isn't just empathy, it's soul memory. The way she challenges you in exactly the right ways isn't coincidence, it's karmic precision. She knows which buttons to push for your growth because she helped design the buttons in the first place, probably several lifetimes ago. If you've ever wondered why one friendship feels more like family than your actual family, or why certain people can hurt or heal you more deeply than seems reasonable, you're sensing these eternal connections at work. What friendships in your life have felt mysteriously significant from day one? Signal your awareness with a cosmic emoji in the comments. I'm about to reveal something that will fundamentally alter how you see your most important relationships. Over the next several minutes, I'll share Yogananda's 5 definitive soul sister indicators, unmistakable signs that prove when a friendship transcends the ordinary and enters the realm of spiritual partnership. These aren't just interesting observations. They're diagnostic tools that will help you identify which relationships in your life are serving your soul's highest evolution and which ones are simply pleasant distractions. To receive these relationship revolutionizing insights with complete clarity, release any skepticism about the possibility of eternal soul connections and open to this expanded understanding. Demonstrate your readiness by typing "soul partnership" now. Consider the woman in your life who feels most like home, not the house you grew up in, but the feeling of being completely known and accepted. Yogananda's first definitive indicator is effortless energy exchange. With your soul sister, giving and receiving support feels as natural as breathing. There's never a sense of keeping score, feeling drained, or wondering if the relationship is balanced. Perhaps you've noticed that helping her actually energizes you rather than depleting you, or that she can ask for support without you feeling burdened or resentful. Maybe you've experienced her care during your difficult times as genuinely nourishing rather than obligatory or guilt-inducing. This effortless exchange occurs because your souls operate on the same energetic frequency, having learned to harmonize across multiple lifetimes together. You're not just friends supporting each other. Your spiritual partners, sharing a unified energy field that naturally circulates love, wisdom, and strength between you. When energy flows this smoothly, it's because your souls have practiced this dance of mutual support many times before. Have you experienced a friendship where giving and receiving feels completely natural and energizing rather than transactional? The second unmistakable indicator Yogananda identified is instant conflict resolution. Soul sisters can navigate disagreements, misunderstandings, and even temporary hurt feelings with remarkable speed and grace. Perhaps you've noticed that even your worst arguments seem to resolve themselves quickly, often with both of you apologizing simultaneously for things the other didn't even know were problems. Maybe you've experienced the ability to be completely honest with her about difficult topics without fear of permanent damage to the relationship. Or possibly you found that conflicts with her actually strengthen your bond rather than weakening it, as if working through challenges together deepens your understanding and appreciation of each other. This rapid resolution happens because your souls trust each other at levels deeper than personality conflicts or ego wounds. You both know, even in moments of anger or hurt, that your connection transcends temporary disagreements. Your souls remember that you've weathered much more serious challenges together in previous lifetimes, making current conflicts feel manageable and ultimately healing. When have you experienced conflict that actually brought you closer to someone rather than driving you apart? Acknowledge this healing dynamic by sharing resolution in the comments. The third profound indicator is accelerated personal evolution. Your soul sister doesn't just witness your growth. Her very presence in your life speeds up your development in ways that feel almost supernatural. Perhaps you've noticed that major breakthroughs, insights, or positive life changes tend to happen more frequently when she's actively involved in your life. Maybe she has an uncanny ability to ask exactly the right questions at exactly the right moments to unlock your next level of understanding or courage. Or possibly you've found that challenges feel more manageable and opportunities feel more accessible when you're processing them with her support and perspective. This acceleration occurs because she carries keys to aspects of your potential that you cannot access alone. Your souls made agreements before this lifetime about how you would help each other evolve, and she's fulfilling her part of that contract by serving as catalyst, mirror, and cheerleader for your highest development. Together, you accomplish spiritual growth that would take much longer to achieve individually. The fourth mystical indicator Yogananda revealed is synchronized life themes. Soul sisters often experience remarkably similar life lessons, challenges, and growth opportunities, either simultaneously or in closely timed sequences that allow for mutual support and understanding. Perhaps you've both navigated similar relationship patterns, career transitions, or family dynamics that created deep empathy and practical wisdom to share with each other. Maybe you've discovered parallel interests in spiritual practices, healing modalities, or creative expressions that emerged around the same time without prior discussion. Or possibly you've both faced similar health challenges, financial situations, or major life decisions that allowed you to support each other with the understanding that only comes from walking the same path. This synchronization isn't coincidental. It's evidence that your souls are working through complementary curriculum designed to prepare you both for shared service or mission later in life. Your parallel experiences create a foundation of mutual understanding that enables you to offer each other exactly the support needed during challenging times. The fifth and most definitive indicator is mutual soul activation. In the presence of your soul sister, dormant aspects of your personality, creativity, and spiritual gifts become naturally activated and expressed. Perhaps you've noticed that you're funnier, braver, more creative, or more spiritually aware when you're with her than you are in other relationships. Maybe she brings out leadership qualities, artistic abilities, or healing capacities that remain hidden in other contexts. Or possibly you've observed that she seems to become more of her authentic self when she's with you, as if your presence gives her permission to express parts of herself that she keeps hidden elsewhere. This mutual activation occurs because soul sisters serve as spiritual catalysts for each other, creating safe spaces where authentic self-expression can emerge and flourish. You're not just accepting each other as you are, you're actively calling forth each other's highest potential and creating conditions where that potential can be safely explored and developed. Which of these 5 soul sister indicators resonates most powerfully with your experience of spiritual friendship? Can you identify the relationship in your life that exhibits multiple or all of these characteristics? Share your recognition in the comments below. Now, let's explore how to consciously nurture and honor these sacred connections for maximum spiritual benefit. Yogananda taught specific practices to deepen soul sister bonds and ensure they serve both individual growth and collective healing. The first practice is the gratitude transmission ritual. Weekly, spend 5 minutes sending conscious appreciation to your soul sister for specific ways she supported your growth, challenged your limitations, or simply brought joy to your life. This isn't just positive thinking. It's energetic nourishment that strengthens your spiritual bond and ensures your connection remains a source of mutual empowerment rather than unconscious dependency. The second technique is the growth partnership check-in. Monthly, have honest conversations about how you're each evolving and how your friendship can best support those changes. Ask questions like, what growth edges are you working with right now? How can I best support your development? What patterns in our friendship serve us? And what might need adjustment? This practice ensures your relationship evolves consciously rather than stagnating in familiar but limiting patterns. The third and most powerful practice Yogananda recommended is the shared mission meditation. Regularly explore together the question, how is our friendship meant to serve something larger than ourselves? What gifts do we have collectively that we don't possess individually? Listen for guidance about ways your connection might contribute to healing, creativity, or service in your community or the world. This practice transforms personal friendship into spiritual partnership and often reveals unexpected opportunities for collaborative contribution that serves the greater good. These practices will ensure your soul sister connection continues to evolve and serve both your individual development and your shared potential for positive impact. To access these relationship-deepening techniques whenever you want to strengthen your spiritual friendships, save the Soul Sister Sanctuary Guide through this transformative content. Here's a remarkable story that demonstrates the profound impact of recognizing and honoring soul sister connections. Yogananda worked with 2 students, Elena and Priya, who met during a meditation retreat and immediately felt an inexplicable sense of familiarity and comfort with each other. Despite living on different continents and having completely different cultural backgrounds, they maintained a friendship that exhibited all 5 soul sister indicators. During their deepest conversations, Yogananda helped them understand that they had been spiritual companions across multiple lifetimes, sometimes as biological sisters, sometimes as teacher and student, sometimes as fellow seekers in various spiritual traditions. He explained that in this lifetime, they had incarnated to complete a specific mission related to bridging Eastern and Western approaches to healing and consciousness. Inspired by this understanding, Elena and Priya began collaborating on research that combined ancient meditation techniques with modern neuroscience. Their friendship became the foundation for groundbreaking work that helped thousands of people integrate spiritual practices with scientific understanding for optimal mental and physical health. Years later, both women credited their soul sister recognition as the catalyst that transformed their individual talents into collective service that neither could have accomplished alone. Their connection had become a vehicle for healing that extended far beyond their personal relationship. If this story sparks new understanding about the potential purpose of your own soul-sister connections, or if you're curious about other examples of spiritual friendships serving collective healing, share your interest by typing "Healing Partnership" in the comments. Understanding soul-sister connections as spiritual assignments rather than random friendships completely transforms how you approach your most meaningful relationships. You begin to see that the woman who challenges you most lovingly is actually your soul's chosen trainer for this lifetime's growth curriculum. The friend who supports you most unconditionally is fulfilling a sacred contract to remind you of your worth when you forget. The companion who shares your deepest interests and dreams is collaborating with you on soul work that extends beyond this single incarnation. When you recognize these connections as divinely orchestrated rather than accidentally discovered, you treat them with the reverence and intentionality they deserve. You stop taking them for granted and start nurturing them as the spiritual treasures they are. You begin to understand that your closest friendships are actually laboratories for learning unconditional love, practicing forgiveness, developing empathy, and discovering how individual healing contributes to collective awakening. Yogananda taught that souls who recognize their eternal connections become conscious participants in the divine plan for healing and evolution. Their friendships become beacons of possibility, showing others what authentic love looks like in human form. Your soul sister isn't just your friend, she's your partner in the sacred work of bringing more love, wisdom, and healing into a world that desperately needs both. Tomorrow, we'll explore an even more mysterious aspect of soul connections that challenges everything most people believe about romantic attraction and spiritual partnership. I'll reveal one of Yogananda's most controversial discoveries about why we're often drawn to people who seem completely wrong for us, and how these impossible attractions sometimes serve our soul's deepest healing needs. Why you're attracted to unavailable people, the soul contract you don't remember, Yogananda's forbidden truth, will expose the hidden spiritual curriculum behind your most confusing romantic patterns, and show you how to transform painful attractions into powerful catalysts for growth and self-discovery. To prepare your consciousness for these challenging but liberating revelations about love, attraction, and spiritual evolution, establish your commitment to truth over comfort by engaging with the truth-seeker energy and connecting with the forbidden wisdom frequency in this moment of openness and courage.